welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is the channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. We're managing the Dodgers through the 1990 season without Alfredo Griffin as shortstop to see if they could win the National League West. We're currently in Game 2 of a 3-game set against the San Francisco Giants. They are our closest competitor in the National League West currently. We won the first game in a blowout. However, the number one hitting National League team should get more than 3 hits in a game, and usually does. We got an anomaly last time. So I expect a close, again, probably high-scoring game. We'll see if the Giants can match the Dodgers hitting. Today, Jim Neidlinger will start with Mike Hartley already in the bullpen, ready to come in at a moment's notice if he struggles. And just about everybody's available out of the pen except for Darren Holmes, who pitched 11, had used 11 pitches in the last game, and John Whitman, who did the same. So we're facing Kelly Downs, and we'll have a regular right-handed hitting lineup. That'll start with Eddie Murray at first base, Cal Daniels, left field, Mike Scioscia. Behind the plate, Mike Sharperson will hit cleanup. He's the janitor. He'll play third base. UB Brooks again. We explained in the last video why he is not starting. Kirk Gibson's moved up to fifth, plays center field. Stan Javier. I see why. Hold on, everybody. Looking at the wrong numbers. All right, let's try it again. Eddie Murray's first, Cal Daniels second, Scioscia's third. Stan Javier moves up to fourth. He'll play right field. He'll hit cleanup. He's the janitor. Then Sharperson will bat fifth and play third base. Lenny Harris will play second base. He'll bat sixth. I wondered why Gibson was up so high. I use the OPS numbers versus right-handers, and I was looking at the wrong. I got a little excited there. Got ahead of myself. Jose Vizcaino will man shortstop, bat eighth. And as we previously spoke, Jim Neidlinger will get the start. We'll see how long he goes against this very good hitting team. Without further ado, let's get this game going. It's 80 degrees. Wind speed is 3 miles per hour out to center field. So a little advantage for the power hitters for the Giants. Clark, Mitchell, Williams. Unlike the last game, there's only 2 lefties in a row, then 2 righties, then a lefty, and then a switch. It's a little more varied than it was last time. Also, Riles starts at second instead of Litton. Bath is behind the plate instead of Kennedy. Bass is in right field. Uribe at shortstop. So a different look for the Giants lineup. No, they still got Butler, Clark, Mitchell, Williams in a row. Those guys are the guys you got to watch for. If you start giving up a lot of hits down here, we're in big trouble. So game 2, 80 degrees. Again, winds out to center field at 3 miles an hour. Let's start this one. Here we go. Butler with a ground ball to Vizcaino. Goes to his right, and he throws it away. Let's see if it's in the dugout or not. It is. Butler's now at scoring position for Clark. So that's not Neidlinger's fault. We won't blame him for that, but the Giants with an early attempt to score. The runner in scoring position, they have a big chance of scoring here. Let's see what Clark can do. It's a ground ball back to the mound. Neidlinger over to Murray. He gets him. Butler moves to third. Scoring opportunity now. 1 out. Here's Mitchell. Got to be careful with him as well. Neidlinger Ground ball to Sharperson. That should score Butler. He should just follow him down the line. See what happens here. I don't know what's going on here. I don't see anything loading if there's a chance to like throw home or not. I would not choose it. But I don't know where to click here. So I'm going to guess. I don't know what's happening. I'm blindly clicking. Game previously? Oh, here we go. Attempt a risky play. We're not going to do that. So it looks like Mitchell's safe and the run score is 1-0. All right. Run scored. Dodgers already trailing 1-0. This is more like the Giants lineup that I've seen. They've only gotten one out. And here's Matt Williams. Eidlinger strikes him out. And here's Riles. Struck him out. So the error cost the Dodgers a run. The Giants score first. We go to the bottom of the first. Giants 1, Dodgers coming up. Eddie Murray leads off against Downs. And he starts off with a ground ball into the left field for a base hit. Scoots past Riles. Downs on the season has a 3.80 ERA, 47 and a third innings pitched, 43 hits, 12 walks, and 19 strikeouts. So a lot of contact. Not a lot of strikeouts. He's only given up 2 home runs, though. All right, we'll see what happens there. I'll bring up Cal Daniels. And that's hit deep. Bass going back. He's got it. He makes the catch. Murray heads back to first. Bass had to make a great play to get it. 1 out for Scioscia. And I guess that's a balk. It is. Murray moves to second. So he's in scoring position for Scioscia. And Mike hits one deep to left. It looks playable for Mitchell. He goes back, coasting. He makes the catch. Murray's not going to try to tag, I don't believe. 95% chance. I don't like making the third out. And I'm going to say no. I'm not even going to take a chance. There's a 5% chance he could get thrown out, but unless there's a wild pitch here, it's going to come down to Javier getting a hit. Which he does into right field. All right, Bass with a forearm, and Murray, who's about an average runner. See what happens here. He scores easily. No percentage chance, and we're tied at 1. Just like that. Javier at first, 2 down for Sharperson. And he blasts one in the gap. Well, let's see if Javier can score. He has pretty good speed. Mitchell gets it off the wall, but it's a poor play, and there's no chance to get Javier. He scores, and the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. Sharperson in scoring position for Harris. See what Lenny can do here. He hits a ground ball down to Uribe. He slingshots it across to Clark, and the Dodgers end the inning scoring 2. We're through 1 inning. It's 2-1 Dodgers. Bass, who I remember as a Houston Astro, only 1 home run versus 7 in the regular season. He's about a third of the way to his normal at-bats. So he's not that far off. But you got to be he's a dangerous hitter. I remember him many times beating the Dodgers in Houston. So here's Neidlinger starting off. He walks him. Tying a run at first. Nobody out. For Bill Bass, the catcher. And it looks like he got a base hit into center. Gibson comes down to cut it off. See if Bass goes to third. He does not. For Uribe. Neidlinger getting himself in trouble here. See if he can get out of it. Versus Uribe. The ground ball. Comebacker. Throw to Murray. And he's safe. And the bases are loaded and nobody's out. And Neidlinger's on the ropes already. Bases loaded. Nobody out for the pitcher. See if he can get a strikeout at least. He got 1. Okay, that's 1 out. Now here's Butler with the bases loaded. Here comes that big part of the lineup up. See what Neidlinger can do. He walks him. And a run scores, and the game is tied at 2. And I'm tempted to go to the pen right now. Pitched pretty well in the first. That error was not his fault, but this is. And this game could get out of hand quickly right now. And I don't know if I have enough pitchers to get all the way through this. But we're going to do it. I may be wrong here, and it may end up hurting me. But I'd rather have the game in Hartley's hands. All right, Mike, you got a tough road to hoe here. He's got 75 pitches. He's probably going to need them all. Against Clark. Let's see if he can minimize the damage here. Fly ball to right. It doesn't look like it's out. Javier going to make the catch. Bass should score easily, even though he's a catcher. He does. It's 3-2, but there's 2 outs. If he can get Mitchell, and he's out of the inning, only down by 1. There's a fly ball. Oh boy. It's deep. But it looks playable for Daniels, and Hartley gets out of it. Okay. Minimal damage. Had the bases loaded with nobody out. I think a run had scored as well. Now 3-2 Giants after 1.5. Downs facing Gibson. Gets a ground ball through the right side. He's on. Let's see what his speed is. Bath with a 1 arm. We are going to steal here. And he coasts into second easily. That's his 20th stolen base, and he's in scoring position with nobody out. For Vizcaino and then Hartley. Vizcaino hits one up the middle. Riles should have it. Over to first, and he moves Gibson into third base. He was in scoring position. Now he's in an even closer scoring position. For Hartley, he just needs to make contact here. If he does not, Murray gets an opportunity. 1 out. And he strikes out. All right, 2 down. It's up to Eddie to get the run home and tie it. And he strikes out too. So the Dodgers leave. Gibson, who singled and stole second, got moved over to third. The Dodgers don't score. It's 3-2 Giants after 2. Hartley's going to have to pitch for a while, good or bad. Here's Matt Williams. Fly ball to left. Daniels down the line. Makes the catch, 1 down. For Riles. He strikes out. And then Bass, who started off last inning, hits a fly ball to center. Gibson going back, makes the catch. Hartley has restored order. We're through 2.5. It's 3-2 Giants. Daniels starts off the third with a liner over Uribe's head into left field. It bounces down. Kevin Mitchell picks it up and throws it back in. Daniels leadoff single here in the bottom of the third for Scioscia. Downs' pitch hit in the air to right. Looks playable for Bass. He's under it. He's got it. 1 out. Daniels retreats to first. 1 out for Javier, who has a single and RBI. Facing Downs, who's at 47 pitches. And he lines one over Uribe's head. That'll bounce in front of Butler. Daniels moves to second and holds. 1 out single for Javier. And here's Sharperson. 2 on, 1 out. Sharperson has a hit and an RBI. Facing Downs. And that's thrown away. Both runners move up into scoring position. Now Sharperson just needs a fly ball to score a run and tie the game. There's a 3-1 count. Let's see if they walk him. Nope. They pitch, and he lines it into center field. In comes Daniels. Javier with good speed. Butler with a 2-arm. 98% chance of scoring. We're sending him. Here comes the throw. It doesn't even go to the plate. It goes to Uribe to hold Sharperson at first. He gets a 2-run single. He has 3 RBI, and the Dodgers retake the lead 4-3. Here's Harris with 1 out. First throw over. Sharperson makes it back and is safe. We're going to try to steal here. 84% chance, and he got thrown out easily. Well, that was unfortunate. Shouldn't have taken the cheese there. Harris, with 2 outs now, nobody on. He gets a base hit. Riles messes that one up. An error there, his 5th. And the inning continues for Gibson, who has a hit. Dodgers with 7 hits. And he strikes out. Third strikeout for Downs. We're through 3. We're 1/3 of the game. Through the game. 4-3 Dodgers. Hartley continuing his jaunt. Strikes out Bath. Here's Uribe. Fly ball to right. That doesn't look deep. Javier motioning for it. Takes it. 2 down. 4 down. Downs pops it up. It looks like this is a play for Vizcaino. He has an error already in the game. Let's see if he can get this one. He's got it. Hartley has come in and pitched well. 23 pitches only. We're through 3.5. It's 4-3 Dodgers. Excuse me, it's 4-3 Dodgers. Vizcaino leads off the bottom of the 4th. Fly ball to right. Bass makes the catch. 1 down for Hartley. He lines a single into right. He can hit. He'll turn and hold, and we go back to the top of the order for the 3rd time. Here's Eddie Murray, 1 for 2. He pops it up. Uribe calling for it. Infield fly rules in effect. That's 2 outs for Daniels. Wind still blowing out, this time to left field. That's 3 miles an hour. 70 pitches for Downs. And the pitch to Daniels is lined into right field. He's fooling no one. We'll see if Hartley tries for 3rd. We're not going to try to make the 3rd out at 3rd, even with a 91% chance. So 1st and 2nd for Scioscia. Downs at 73 of an expected pitch count of 105. 4 runs, 9 hits. Faces Scioscia, and he hits it in the air to center field. Butler going back, he's got it. He makes the catch, and the Dodgers threaten, but no scores. No runs, excuse me. After 4 innings, Dodgers lead 4-3. Dodgers finally getting close to a point where they can really go to the regular part of their bullpen if Hartley can get through this turn against the big boys, Butler, Clark, and Mitchell. He has pitched well thus far. Butler hits one down the left field line. Daniels makes the catch. 1 out for Clark. Strikes him out. 3rd strikeout for Hartley, and this is good Hartley. I don't want to jinx him, but this is what we've seen most of the season. He strikes out Mitchell. 2 strikeouts that half inning. We're through 4.5. It's 4-3 Dodgers. Javier starts it off against Downs and singles into center field. He's on. He's 3 for 3. For Sharperson is 2 for 2. Throw. Oh no. He's back. Okay. Javier's been picked off so many times this season that whenever they throw over there, I expected another one. Downs against Sharperson. Hits it in the air. Butler should have that. Got another one. Javier retreats. 1 out for Harris. Reached on an error. Facing Downs. And he singles into left field. Javier moves up. Is he going to try for 3rd? Mitchell with a forearm. It's only a 45% chance, so we say no. 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Again, threatening. Here's Gibson. He's 1 for 2. Downs at 89 pitches out of a possible 105. Liner looks like right at Riles. See if anybody gets doubled off. Everybody back. 2 outs for Vizcaino. See if they walk him and pitch to Hartley. Nope. And he grounds one to Riles. Throw to Clark. And the Giants escape again. The Dodgers only with a 1-run lead. We're through 5. 4-3 Dodgers. 11 hits, but only 4 runs. Keeping it close. Hartley's still pitching well. It could change in any second. Here we go to the 6th. 12 outs for a win. Here's Williams. He hits one. It looks shallow. Gibson coming in. Makes the catch. 1 out. For Riles, who does have power. 1 run ties the game. There's a pop-up, though, in foul territory. See if Scioscia can make the catch. He does. 2 outs. For Bass. Strikes him out. 5 Ks for Hartley. We see who should have started this game. We're through 5.5. 4-3 Dodgers. Like a little breathing room, please. Hartley's still going to stay in the game until we see any kind of issues. He grounds out. 1 out for Murray. He strikes out. 4th strikeout for Downs. He's at 101 out of 105. And here's Daniels. Cal pops it up. Bath throws away the mask, aims his glove, and makes the catch. We're through 6 innings. 4-3 Dodgers. All right. Hartley against the bottom of the order, starting with the Giants catcher. And he lines a single into right. We'll see if this is towards the end for him. 9 outs for a win. Here's Uribe. Strikes him out. 6 Ks. Here's Downs. Let's see if they pinch hit here. Terry Kennedy coming up. Kennedy with 2 home runs on the season. 263 average. Hartley, 67 pitches. Fly ball, looks like it's shallow. Gibson coming in. Makes the catch. Bath returns to first. 2 down for Butler. This is where you got to start thinking about pulling him. 7 outs from a win. You got enough relievers. Can Hartley get 1 more out? We'll see. He walks Butler. So we got to go to the pen. Here comes Clark. That to me says he's done. All right. We need an out here. Now, I could go to Jay Howell right here. Against Clark. He's done the best against lefties. He pitched well in the last game. Gott's available, but he's right-handed. Cruz is right-handed too. And then you have the 2 lefties. Or I could go to one of the lefties who hasn't pitched as well against lefties. We're going to go to Howell. Jay Howell's got 1 man to get. See if he can get him. And get us down to 6 outs, 2-1. Here's the pitch. He walks. So the bases are loaded for Kevin Mitchell. Seven outs from a win, or 1 crushed ball from a loss. And Howell is not great against right-handers. So we're going to go to Cruz, who pitched great in the last game. Coming in a clutch situation here against Mitchell. Bases loaded. Here we go. Struck him out with the bases loaded. Woo! 6 outs from a win. We're through 6.5, 4-3 Dodgers. Bedrosian coming in, one of the better relief pitchers for the Giants. 3.72 ERA, 8-4. 48 in the 3rd innings pitched, 44 hits, 22 walks, 26 strikeouts on them. Kind of surprising. Really could use the insurance run here. Here's Scioscia. He'll lead off bottom of the 7th. He hits a comebacker to Bedrosian. He fires to Clark. That's 1 out. For Javier, who has 3 hits, looking for his 4-hit game here against the reliever, and he gets it into right field. Butler goes to make sure it doesn't get past Bass. 4 hits for Javier. More importantly, he's a possible insurance run if we can get him home. 1 out single for Sharperson. No playing around here. We're not running. Throw over to first. He's back. Sharperson 2 for 3. He hits a ground ball to Williams. This could be 2. Goes to Riles for 1. Pivots over to Clark. The runner is out, and the hitter makes 2. 2 outs. Ends the inning. Double play. We're through 7. 4-3 Dodgers. All right, Cruz against Williams. I like this matchup. Let's go. He strikes out the throw to Murray, and they get him. That's his second K for Riles. Cruz potentially has enough pitches to go the rest of the way. I don't know. We'll see. It's a fly ball. That doesn't look like it's dangerous. Gibson coming in. Makes the catch. That's 2 outs for Bass. I know he bats left-handed, but he hits a ground ball to Harris, who's still in the game. And he makes the play. Woo, Cruz, nice job of relief so far in this series. We're through 7.5. 3 outs from a win. The Dodgers lead 4-3. Okay, last chance for an insurance run. Facing Bedrosian. Starts off with Harris, who stayed in the game. Hits a ground ball to Clark. That's an easy out. Sam Wells should be coming in for him, if I can remember. And the 9th, here's Gibson. He hits a ground ball to Riles. That's 2 away. The Dodger offense, nothing since the 3rd. Here's Vizcaíno. That looks like he's going to make it. Uribe boots it. That's his 9th there. Only 9. Under his glove. Vizcaíno is on, but I'm not going for the bait. I'm letting Cruz hit. I don't care about that. Cruz strikes out. So no insurance run. This is it. Cruz is going to pitch to try to end this game. We have the lefties in the pen, but I would trust Cruz over them. Bass, with 1 home run on the season. Uribe and Bedrosian spot. Let's see if Cruz can finish this one off. Ground ball to Vizcaíno. I already forgot to bring in the Samuel. 1 out. You can exhale, Jason. Okay. Here's Sam. He's going in Harris' spot. Okay. Whew. All right. See? Forgot about it. Get excited. Got to calm down. 2 outs still to go. Everybody else stays the same. Here's Uribe. 0 home runs on the year. And here comes Dave Anderson. Now, Dave, I remember as a Dodger, light-hitting infielder, shortstop, third base, has had a great season for the Giants. In real life, too, in the 1990 season. He had 60 games, and he played 51. He's played 51 thus far and hit 369. Now, in the real season, he feasted on left-handed pitchers and not so much on right-handers. But in this replay season, he's done it on both sides. And fielding-wise, he's been okay. So, I don't know why he's not starting. But, again, that's not my decision. All right. Need to keep him off base because if you don't, you can get these next 2 outs, you don't face that top of the order again, including Butler. All right, Cruz with plenty of pitches. Trying to get through this. Ground ball to Vizcaíno. Makes a great play to Murray, and they get him. 2 outs. 1 out away against, well, he's not going to face Bedrosian. Rick Parker. Rick Parker is someone I don't remember. Rick Parker is somebody I do not remember playing. And he has not played well thus far, although he has hit well against lefties and limited at bats. All right, 1 more at bat. See if Cruz can finish it off and win this series for the Dodgers. The wind is now blowing out to left field at 7 miles an hour. 1 out away. Ground ball. Uh-oh, that's not going to work. And Vizcaino boots it. For just a 16th error. He boots it. Yep. And you got to face Butler. That one is not Cruz's fault. So I'm not going to worry about that. Parker apparently can run. So we're going to try to pick off a move here. 86%. Would they really try to run here? With 2 outs? Let's try a pitch out. Nope. That probably helps Butler a lot. I could go to the lefty. See what he's done. Not very good. I feel like that wasn't really Cruz's fault, though. Well, we're going to give him one more at bat. I doubt Butler will hit a home run. He has hit 4, though, this season. I just think Cruz is pitching better. Here we go. The ground ball. Bounding ball to Vizcaino. Over to first. He got him. And we survived 2 errors by Vizcaino. And the Dodgers beat the Giants and win the series, the first 2 games, by a 4-3 margin. Nobody scores after the 3rd inning, 4th inning. A lot of zeros. That was a close one. And it probably didn't need to be that close if I would have started Hartley instead of Neidlinger. Let's look at the box score real quick. Dodgers with 12 hits but only 4 runs. Yeah, nobody scores after the 3rd inning. All the runs in the first 3rd. 3 RBIs by Sharperson. 3 RBI by Sharperson. 4 hits for Javier and our RBI. Dodgers end up with 12 hits. The Giants again. Last game 3 hits. This game 4. Mitchell with 1. Bass, the catcher, with 2, and Uribe with 1. They also get 2 runners on based on errors by Vizcaino. No extra base hits. The Dodgers only with 1 from Sharperson. Pitching wise down, he got out of a lot of trouble. 11 hits, 4 earned runs. It could have been worse. He had minus stuff, and we still only scored 4 runs. Bedrosian pitched well. Neidlinger had plus stuff. He went 1 1/3 with 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Not good. But Hartley came in and saved his bacon. 1 hit, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Howell walked a man, and then Cruz finished it off. 2 Ks. He's pitched great in this series. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't the MVP. It won't be. Oh, he is. Tim Cruz is the MVP. Sharperson gets the game-winning RBI. We agree about something. So the Dodgers go to 56-38. They're now 4.5 over Houston. And 4.5 over San Francisco. And 6.5 over Houston when it repopulates. And they have a little bit of breathing room. This big series, they've won the first 2 games. They go for the sweep next time, and I believe Tim Belcher will be available to throw that game. Very surprising looking up here at the team batting. San Francisco is the best in the league. We are 2nd, but pitching has been the name of the game for the Dodgers in this series. They've given up a total of 4 runs in 2 games, and they just surpassed them right there when it repopulated. So, for whatever that's worth, we're through July 24th, the 1990 season, and the Dodgers have a little bit of breathing room. 56-38, now 18 games over 500. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Missed It by How Much.